So, in your A-level physics, you'll be expected to do a total of 12 practicals. The first one that you need to do is obviously called Practical 1. In this one, your teacher will give you most of the information that you need to do it. So, for instance, the teacher will not give you necessarily all the choices to start off with. He'll give you a full set of instructions and all the equipment and all the operation, and will explain the safety precautions. However, later on in your course, we'll start giving you some choice, so allow you to identify yourself the control variables and any other variables that are there. So this would be here, and you might even look at your own procedural techniques. You might be given more choices later on. So for instance, you'll give you a general method. It might be just that I say look at the measurement of frequency, and you'll have to work out how to do that yourself. And then finally, towards the end of your course, the teacher will actually just give you a general direction, and everything including experimental errors and safety is up to you as the student to determine before you start the practical itself. So on the first one, we actually look at a stationary wave on a spring, very simple. We'll start with a signal generator, which has a knob which you can twist to change the frequency of the signal that's output on the wire. You then have a vibration generator, which receives this signal and oscillates up and down, and that in turn passes along that oscillation to a string, and that string will produce the standing wave. At the end of the string, you should stretch the string using a mass, and typically that mass will be a part of a slotted mass hook or hanger, which you attach carefully to the end of the string. You'll have a pulley which is clamped to the end of the bench, and you'll measure the string out to the length, to the position, the right position on that pulley. You can then use some wooden bridges to allow the string to actually oscillate more accurately. So this is what it would look like when you're actually doing the practical. At one end you have a counterweight and a retort stand. That in turn will be attached to the vibration generator, and this will be attached through wires to the signal generator, and the signal will cause this to move up and down at the right frequency. You will then observe the formation of a standing wave between the bridge, this is a piece of wood, and the oscillator itself. You will add masses to see how the frequency changes, and you can change the length as well to determine just precisely how that affects the experiment. And then just follow the instructions very carefully, and you'll get a graph, and you'll notice that there will be a very straightforward relationship between the mass, the length, and the frequency itself.